This is a story of a woman's passion to find out what happened to her grandfather after World War II. Her grandfather's name was Gustav Gedali. He and his family survived the Holocaust, but he was exiled to Siberia by Stalin, never to be seen by his family again.
Ever since I was a little girl, my mother and grandmother would tell me stories about where they were from, which was Chernovitz. At that time, it was part of Romania.
After surviving those terrible war years in Chernovitz from 1939 to 1945, he was falsely accused of being an enemy of the Soviet Union and deported to Siberia.
It was the Russian Mr. Stalin. Who knows why? If not for my father, none of us would be alive.
To the ancestors.
Penny.
Ilana, Vicky's daughter and Gustav's granddaughter, promised to find out what happened to him after the war.
I said, Mom, I made you a promise and I'm going to fulfill that promise. As the internet became more available to the rest of the world, I started to investigate about how I could get access to the papers of my grandfather's trials. In addition, there was information on the website about a ceremony for a man named Tryon Popovich, who was responsible for saving 19,600 Jews in Chernovitz using these authorization papers that my mother and her parents were direct recipients of. And as a result, they were not deported to Transnistria, and he basically saved their lives.
By the order of Hitler, it was decided in 1941 to open a special place that was called Transnistria. It was 189,000 people who were murdered in Transnistria.
Tryon Popovich was somebody who, in an important position, and from this point of view, he is unmatched. We don't have any other mayor, any other high-ranking functionary of the Romanian state who works so hard and so consistently under very, very difficult circumstances to rescue Jews. So he is unique not only in the history of the Holocaust in Romania, but in the history of European Holocaust.
Suddenly I hear, Mr. Gedali, and I look up. It's Janina, the sister-in-law of Tryon. She says, I'll be back in half an hour and I bring you papers that you get out of here. And she did.
The plaque unveiling ceremony for Tryon Popovich, the mayor of Chernovitz, who issued these authorization papers, was going to occur on April 21st, 2009. I called up my sister and I said, Stella, we're going to Chernovitz. We asked her son Stuart, who is a filmmaker, to come with us to witness and record this incredible journey. The team was not complete without my husband Scott, whose family coincidentally had emigrated from the same town at the beginning of the 20th century.
Mimi Taylor was 4 years old when Popovich saved her and her parents from deportation. She was determined to honor his courageous deeds with a plaque to be placed on his house in Chernovitz. On April 21st of 2009, the plaque unveiling became a reality.
I felt that it just had to be done. I didn't think about it. It was the way you do things which you're so absolutely sure that it has to be done that you never ask any questions.
The descendants of Vicky Gedali Gruber now number a family of 20 people.
Look, there are a lot of stones here.
We have a lot of stones to take.
Jews place stones on the gravesites of loved ones because stones represent the permanence of memories. Our documentary, Stones to Chernovitz, Finding Gustav, celebrates the memory of loved ones that passed long ago. As the group took stones to the graves of their ancestors in Chernovitz, Ilana dreams of traveling to Siberia to find the grave of Gustav Gudali and to place stones on it.